Fight fans from around the world. It is Michael Fletcher, and we welcome you to this recap of tonight's fight that went down from Arlington, Texas, at AT&T Stadium, as it was a mega fight. Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders, and when it was all said and done, Saul Canelo Alvarez wins the fight via a TKO in the 8th round. And here's how it went down. Early in the fight, it was kind of more of a feel-out round in the first, but I felt like that Billy Joe really kind of started out really well. He established his jab early, got a couple of shots in, and, this was a controversial round. Some people felt like that Saunders won the round. Some people felt like Canelo won the round. So I actually gave the first round to Billy Joe Saunders. Second round was where Canelo started to establish. He was hitting him with some heavy shots, hitting him with some big bombs, as you can tell. Basically, a lot of hooks, a lot of hard punches. More than anything else, establishing that, dominating the fight early on, and really took it to Billy Joe and got an advantage, took the second round pretty handily. Third round, more of the same. Canelo Alvarez really rocking Billy Joe, definitely hurting him with some good jabs, then came with the right uppercut to the body, a couple of sneaky left hooks, and you started to know that Saunders was really trying to, Canelo was really going for some big shots. Got an uppercut on close distance, a right hand that connected. Billy Joe shaked it off, said like, no, you didn't hurt me there. Nothing really happened. You think you hurt me, but you did not. Fourth round, this was where Saunders actually started to establish himself a little bit and started to turn the tide a little bit, using more jabs, doubling up on his punches, making some big connections on a few of those punches, and was really looking good at that point. And Billy Joe, in my opinion, won his second round in the fight. Round 5 was the same thing. Saunders was establishing himself really well, making some good connections, making a lot of headway here, in my mind, and was really starting to work the body, started, getting into a couple of hooks, and was keeping the distance. He was circling Canelo, and Canelo was getting a little frustrated at this point. He wasn't really getting any big opportunities here. He had a couple of shots here and there, but Saunders started to turn the tide on the fight. He was circling around, using his jab, doubling up, tripling up on the jabs, and making Canelo throw one punch at a time. When you start doing that, you're not going to win the rounds very, very often at that point. So for me, Billy Joe Saunders wins the round and wins this one going away. Now we're shifting gears into the later rounds. Round 7 was really the crucial moment in the fight. Saunders was starting to, get a couple of punches in and everything else, and then Canelo started to really turn the heat. A lot of body shots, a lot of connections, a lot of hooks, a lot of uppercuts, and they started going through. There was a couple of moments where you see Saunders started to wobble a little bit, and it looked like the fight had turned. Canelo finally seized control of the fight, and it got to the point where before we got into round 8, Saunders went to his corner. You noticed the left eye was almost completely shut. The corner was like, you know what? We got to protect you. Either the eye's going to go shut or you're going to go out. I know you're a valiant warrior, but we need to protect you. It's over. You're done. Fight stops. It is indeed over. Saul Canelo Alvarez wins the fight. TKO in the 8th round. He now claims the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, the Ring Magazine Super Middleweight Championship of the World. And now there's one more belt he needs to capture, and that is the IBF Championship, who is currently held by Caleb Plant. And Saul Canelo Alvarez, in his post-fight interview, has said pretty much, I'm going for all the gold. That's the belt that I want next. Plant, you're next. We'll see you very soon. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for the evening. Thank you so much for watching this. Like the video. Leave a comment at the bottom. Share with all your friends on all the social media platforms around the world. Good fight. Good night, everybody, from East Providence, Rhode Island. See ya.